Growing up, I wanted to be a chef, but after spending some time in a working kitchen, I decided I wanted to do something different, and the construction industry always appealed to me.
I've never actually known what I wanted to do or be.
I wanted to be either a maths teacher or a physiotherapist.
For GCSE, I studied IT and BTEC sport.
English was a difficult one. I wasn't the greatest at English, but I really focused on it to get a good grade at my GCSEs, which luckily I did.
I studied business studies and general studies for my A-levels.
During my A-levels, I studied business and a data management system.
Moving into my apprenticeship, I studied electrical and electronic engineering and obtained a high national certificate in that.
During my apprenticeship, I started off by studying for a higher national certificate in civil engineering. I then studied for a degree in civil engineering, which I completed in 2013.
My first job was with a recruitment company.
So my first job was actually my electrical apprenticeship with Pfizer in Sandwich.
My first apprenticeship was with Jacobs Engineering. I joined the highways team, who were responsible for looking after the major projects for Kent County Council's highways team.
I found out about my second apprenticeship from a close friend. This was with a construction contractor.
I found out about it, as it happens, through my mother. I was sat there one day studying for my A-level first year exams when she was reading the paper and there was an advert for an apprenticeship. To be honest, I didn't have a clue about apprenticeships at the time, so went away, had a look at what's involved in them. I thought I'll stick an application and see what happens. 5-6 months later, I had the position with Pfizer.
When I was about halfway through my first apprenticeship, I was aware that my employer wanted to take me on full time. So with that, I did what I could to get the qualification done as quick as possible, as I knew that meant that I would be put onto a full-time higher salary a lot sooner.
So one of the biggest challenges I had to overcome early on was getting used to the terminology that was used by the people that I was working with. So they'd been in the job for many years and used lots of slang terms or abbreviations, and it was just about learning what they were meaning.
Managing my coursework and my actual work was challenging at times. It took me a while to be able to balance the two, but what really helped was sitting down each day, going through my to-do list and prioritising what needed to be done sooner.
Being a young person, I was obviously keen to go out, spend time with my friends, but I was also conscious that I had to, study for exams, coursework, as well as working 4 days a week full time. This posed a challenge, but I was able to sort of come to a good arrangement that suited myself and my other commitments.
My biggest achievement to date, without doubt, is getting the apprenticeship that I got back in 2002. But I did get a personal achievement award in 2010, which was great for the work I was doing in design. It really gave me the confidence and the boost that I needed to prove I can do the job that I was doing.
My biggest professional achievement would be becoming a chartered engineer with the Institution of Civil Engineers. The projects that I'd worked on previously gave me the attributes to allow me to demonstrate my competence at chartered engineer level.
In my last apprenticeship, I was tasked with running an employment programme with the Prince's Trust, which was around getting a group of unemployed young people work ready. It taught me project management, leadership, and it touched me personally as I was determined to get as many as the group into employment as possible. I was also recognised for my hard work and passion during the programme, and I was awarded Apprentice of the Year at the Crossrail Awards, Trainee of the Year at my Employers Awards, and I was also voted 1 in 20 most influential women in the rail industry.
Projects I've worked on in my career have been extremely varied in nature. Starting in 2005, I was working on highway improvement projects with Kent County Council. I then moved on to the fast track rapid bus transit project in Gravesend. I then moved on to the Cyclopark project in Gravesend. After Cyclopark, I moved to South East Water. One of the key projects that I worked on at South East Water was the Burham Strategic Water Main. This project involved tunnelling underneath the River Medway, National Rail and the M20 motorway.
So back in 2002, I started my electrical apprenticeship with Pfizer. I then moved into a role with EDF Energy Networks, where I designed high voltage and low voltage
I spent 2 years at Crossrail, which will be known as the Elizabeth Underground Line. I then had a further 3 years at the Thames Tideway Tunnel, which is known as the Super Sewer, currently being built beneath London. I'm now working on the Lower Thames Crossing, which will be the world's third largest bored tunnel.
I think the younger generation should consider an apprenticeship, because the ability to gain experience whilst also studying and achieving your academic qualifications puts you not only a step ahead of others, but it really will enrich your career.
Apprenticeships can give you your qualification and valuable experience, but they also give you your own money and independence.
It's just a fantastic opportunity to gain qualifications that are recognised in your chosen sector. It gives any apprentice a real good head start in their sector for the future.
My apprenticeships and the exposure that they've given me have enabled me to get these amazing opportunities.
Apprenticeships can provide a workforce a really sound base for bringing through new recruits. It gives the company and the apprentice 3 to 4 years to learn their trade and take it into the real world. There's nothing better than that.
My apprenticeships have gotten me into a career that I love, with a high national certificate diploma to my name. Young people are vital for bringing new ideas and for future-proofing industries. With that in mind, I think that the higher apprenticeships are fantastic. They not only give you the qualification, but the on-the-job experience.